Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Drive. I am Vince Comedian. It is Wednesday, April the 24th. On today's show, Kanye West goes into a new business venture. Megan Thee Stallion is accused of sexual assault, and TikTok could be going away. So we're gonna get into all that and more. We got Bobby Wright, we got D Lux. Keep it locked right here. This is the Morning Drive.
Look, every morning you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive. Yeah, it's the morning drive. Every morning you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive, yeah, it's the morning drive. Wanna welcome y'all to the morning drive. Just sit back and enjoy the vibe. From Monday to Friday, Beats and Beat Right, they record live. They've been going crazy ever since they arrived on the premises. Gotta love the fact that they promoting black-owned businesses. Be Right strolling and trolling, Beans got the viral video. Any celebrity news, they gon' let the whole city know. Make them laugh so loud, bet they got the whole city woke. Reaching people around the world, not just rocking with city folk. Wake up feeling good, gotta get them jitters off me. Show come on at 6, make sure you get your cup of coffee. Not talk about no seatbelts when I say I hope you strapped in. You don't wanna miss the show, so I hope you tapped in. Every morning you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive. Yeah, it's the morning drive. Every morning you know we get live. It's the morning drive. 6 to 8, you know we catch a vibe. It's the morning drive. Thank God for keeping me alive. It's the morning drive. It's the morning drive. Yeah, it's the morning drive.
Hey, oh, D still getting ready. Hey, D still getting ready.
You said she probably had to today, didn't she?
What?
I said you did say that you would have a new hairdo today. Great job.
I did. Thank you so much. Or at any point, I'm likely to.
Oh, good morning, Bobby Wright. Good morning, D.
Here's another notice, and we're gonna call this hairdo the rainforest.
The rainforest. Thank you. Do you prefer the rainforest or the weeping willow?
I'm indifferent. No, I'm not. I do like the rainforest better.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Me too.
You know, the weeping willow reminds me of the black girl in The Craft, and I just feel like you about to do some shit. Good morning, morning drivers. Today is Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. You are not tuned into the morning drive. He's the comedian D Lux in the building.
Yes,
and I'm Bobby.
Good morning.
How y'all feeling this morning, man? Y'all have a good night last night? Y'all have a good day yesterday?
Man, I slept most of the day. Good morning, Ron. I slept most of the day. Woke up pissed because I had a lot to do yesterday, but I was just so tired, man. You know what? My grandma told me I should start taking what's that shit? B12.
Oh.
Nah, I need energy.
Wait, what did you say, Bobby?
Naps.
That's a good idea. Yeah, B12 and naps. That's a good combo. Good morning, Marie.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay.
No, definitely. I take B12 before we start the show, man. I take it.
Edmund says I have crinkles.
Nice. See, I didn't want to say crinkles because it's too close to wrinkles, and I don't say no shit like that. I ain't trying to get my ass whooped on the morning drive. Good morning, Ed.
Hey, you a smart man, Bobby.
D look like she could play the black version of Tomb Raider. I'm not about to get my ass whooped by D.
I can, and I have. Oh, speaking of Edmund, yesterday I saw it, but we were talking and we didn't get to acknowledge that you said you have a role in a Tubi movie.
Oh yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to Ed, man.
So congrats to you on that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed, man. Once you
Drop that back in the comments, Ed, and
yeah, once it
yeah,
drop,
drop that back in the comments, bro, so we can shout that out.
once it drop though, let us know so we can
Yeah.
so we can talk about it. And, we will give a review live on the morning drive.
Watch party at Beans' crib.
Yeah.
Watch party
Oh
at
yeah,
Urban Lux
yeah.
Cafe.
Make sure you pay that electricity, bro. We ain't trying to show up. Lux Cafe today is
Watch
the
party
beginning
at
of
Urban
the
Lux
week.
Cafe.
Urban Lux Cafe.
Yep, and
Free
today we
popcorn.
I'm
got
definitely with that. This week starts the week for
you say
Urban Lux
free
Cafe.
popcorn.
Make sure y'all pop out tonight to see Lero comedy karaoke tonight. Starts off the week at Urban Lux Cafe. Is that correct, D?
That's right. 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. with Lero the Funny. We always have a really, really good time. A lot of singing. Even if you can't sing, don't worry about it. Some people rap. I rap sometimes too. And we just have a really good time.
What song do you rap, D? What's some of the acceptable rap songs that you do for the Urban Lux crowd?
Well, I don't rap that often, but just off the top, we've done it so much now, it seems, even when it's not karaoke night. But I did I Need Love, LL Cool J. I think one of you guys may have been there when I did that. And then I did and then I did Hot Boys by Missy Elliott, and I had to do like Nas's part. That wasn't really all that easy for me to do.
Hot Boys, you got what? Okay.
Yeah, that's a banger. That's a banger for me. That was like a theme song for me. You know, I'm a girl's girl. I told you that. And what else I did? Oh, I did I'm a Thug, Trick Daddy. I love that song.
Say my name.
Because I'm a thug.
All day, every day. Yeah.
Say my name.
Hey, put Ed's coming back up, bro. Put Ed's coming back up, bro, just so I can reread that. So we got Ed, Don't Judge, season 1. Different writers and directors for season 2. I'm assuming that has something to do with the writer's strike.
Yes, the name of the show is Hopeless Romantic. And he's in season 2. So he's saying don't judge it based off of season 1. Season 2, when he's in it, that's when it blooms. It just makes sense.
So,
thank you for.
So basically, season 1 is trash. Is that what you're saying? Season 1 is trash.
He's saying that it blossomed when he came on in season 2, kind of like our show. And me. That's all he's saying.
We in season 2 of the morning drive and it blossomed.
Yeah.
It blossomed when we got D Rainforest D on the show.
Yes, when you got rainforests and willows.
So
that's dope.
We want shit to D girl. Okay, all right, cool.
Man, D Ruffin over there. D Ruffin. That's hilarious. So yeah, it is April 24th. We got of course our regular segments coming up. We got the viral video today. We also have Scrolling and Trolling, which is going to be fun today. D shared a few pictures in the group chat, so we definitely going to use that during our Scrolling and Trolling. I don't know what just happened. Still trying to get some information out to the people to get interviewed for our Black Business Spotlight. So if you do have a Black business and you want to get spotlighted on the morning drive, feel free to reach out to Beans the Comedian, our esteemed host, or one of us, and let us know that you do want to get interviewed on the show. Just make sure that your business that you have is a legitimate business, because we are not about to be promoting if you stole some shit during the riots and now you're trying to sell it out your back door. We're not interviewing that. I think, hey Biz, I think you had somebody on here before that was stealing. I don't know who it was. I don't know. I think somebody was stealing and you promoted it.
Bobby.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that was. I forgot.
You wow for that. You wow boy.
Hey, look, man. This the morning driving. What you about to get out of me is the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me the Most High.
Well,
So
then tag
this,
them. Well, then tag them.
I forget who it was. I also smoke weed, man. We just got done celebrating 420. You think I'm still not high from
So if I
420? I've been
remind
high
you, you
all
gonna
week.
tag them? Messy, messy, messy.
Oh shit! And I'm bad.
Hold on. Where the dog at?
Hey,
Anyhow, providing
before we
that
get to
my
celebrity,
guest does not oversleep, I have a
the
very
dog.
legitimate businesswoman scheduled for tomorrow. She actually has a business that is a brick and mortar. She is a pet groomer extraordinaire. She grooms puppies and cats. People groom cats. But she's a young lady, you know, even younger than Beans. So I don't know, is she a toddler? I don't know, because Beans is about what, 17?
Wow.
Yeah.
She's 20.
Yeah. So I'm very, very
Beans is
proud of her.
16.
So she's agreed.
I'll be 17 in August.
Yeah, so she's probably about 13, but she has a legitimate brick and mortar business. And
I
for
look
those
forward to
out
having a
there,
conversation.
yeah, that means brick and mortar means it's an actual building that you can walk through the door of business. Yeah,
I like that.
Legitimate.
I like that.
Legitimate business.
Absolutely.
Not nobody selling Poochie and Coochie and Gucci. I don't know what business we find these people at. Somebody came on the morning drive selling Gucci and Coochie.
Yeah, let me
hey, real quick, man. hey, real quick. Why did I had to go to the laundromat yesterday? Anybody go to the laundromat in the comments? Morning drivers, does anybody? D, when was the last time you had to go to the laundromat?
Probably
Never.
about maybe in 2012, maybe about 12 years ago. And it was to wash like comfort, like big stuff I didn't want to wash in my machine.
But that's what I do now, because I got a washing machine in my apartment, but to do like my comforters and stuff like that, I'd say that's a laundromat because I got bigger machines.
I'm lying a little bit. At one of my salons, I have a like laundry service, and I had to fire them. They would pick up and drop off my towels, and then so I have to like drop off towels to a laundromat so they can service it, but I still had to pick it up. So I had to go through there and kind of deal with some of that to pick up the towels. It's still a ghetto experience.
Look, if y'all just tuning in to the morning drive, I just got to share this before we get to celebrity news. I had to go to the laundromat yesterday, and it's not a lot of stuff that's beneath me. I'm a real down to earth cat, but the laundromat low key is beneath me, and I was pissed off because I was in the process of washing clothes in my apartment complex, and I think the motor went out on the washing machine that we use, so I had to like scurry my ass to the laundromat. I was so pissed off, and my second time going, yeah, Rome. That's what happened to me. The machine broke down, brother. And this was so funny to me, though. It became funny. My second time going yesterday, it was so funny. It was a lady in there, and she was on the thick side, thicker than thick. So she was a little big, but she was dressed. She looked really nice. And I think she's seen me. And you know how women do sometimes when they see a guy, they start adjusting themselves, making sure that they in order. So she was doing all of that shit. So I walk over to go get a cart, you know, to get my clothes. And I walked past her cart that she had her clothes in. These were the crustiest panties I've ever seen in my entire life.
Lord have mercy.
You weren't ready?
Nah, I won't ready that.
There we go. She was heavy. But it was
Heavy
I
on
looked
the
at her
set.
cart. Heavy, set heavy. She had to. And they were white panties too. Like if you know you don't take care of your coochie, please wear darker colored panties. That's all.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Every time I go to the laundromat, it be some thicker than thickies in there.
Well, because America as a whole is thicker than thicker. Just as a whole, most Americans are overweight. It's everywhere. We are all overweight.
And then by my house, it's a lot of immigrants that be up in there.
The migrants?
Taking up all the damn machines. Immigrants, migrants, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Isn't that your act? Bobby, about the laundry?
Oh, the Mexicans, yes, it is.
Well, Mexicans, yeah, but culturally, they're shared cultures, similarities. So the laundry, it stays
Yeah,
popping.
24/7. You thought I was lying?
Stays popping. No,
24/7.
no, I knew this before the act. There's truth to it.
Everything
They
I
came
say
on
on stage has truth to
Yeah.
they came on a bus. We came on a boat.
it. Oh my God, they came on a bus. We came on a boat.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh man, but yeah, that was my laundromat experience yesterday, y'all, and it was so tripped out, man. Like I was so frustrated that I had to go. They be everywhere too. You ain't lying. Them migrants be popping up. A migrant popped up in my dream the other day. Y'all niggas everywhere.
Oh, one finally walked into the cafe and was like, me, you work you. So he came in asking for work like last week.
Oh, you wanted a job?
Yeah. So many of them walk back and forth past the cafe. We're right over there by U-Beans on 79th. So one actually came into the cafe. They never have before, and he asked for work. Yeah.
I got to tell a quick story real quick that pissed me off before we get into the news. So I do Uber, and I've seen you know how they be outside, right? They got the mama and the daddy, and they get the little girl about 4 or 5 years old. She be sitting on the ground covering the shit. Look like she supposed to be in school. You know what I'm saying? So now she gonna go and be a little dumb bitch. But anyway, later on in the day, I get a hit because I'm going home now. I'm only taking rides going toward the house. I get a hit to pick up. It's the same fucking family that I seen earlier on the street begging, getting the Uber ride, and I dropped these motherfuckers off at somebody's house in Hyde Park. I was pissed. Why the fuck is that outside? Nah, man. These motherfuckers be outside scamming, talking about they hungry and they homeless, and they sirens in Spanish, and that pissed me off too.
They what?
That's why I don't.
They sirens in Spanish. That pissed me off.
Well, maybe they don't know how to write in English.
Well, they need to go back to where the fuck they came from.
No, it's a lot of people.
We need to go once a year to stay connected to the real struggle, the poor. I agree. I once a year or what have you. I do agree with the extreme importance of traveling and just getting out of our immediate sphere so that you connect with other people and understand literally where they come from. Literally things that other people go through, right? So that we can have compassion and kind of sort of relate to what it must be like for someone to be in a country where they don't speak that language whatsoever, or if they know a few words, realizing that, okay, although you can speak a few words, writing it is completely different, reading it is completely different, and how it must be just be so foreign to every single thing. So Jerome has a good point there.
You come to America, learn fucking English. Just like you said, when you was in that other country, D, and nobody spoke English, nobody gave a fuck that you couldn't speak their language.
They actually did. That was the point of the story. You weren't listening. So I felt like you before once when I was young. I was really, really young, like your age, okay? Very young. And I went over to Panama.
Many years ago.
Many moons ago. I went over to Panama and I had, a very egocentric, way of thinking. Me. Everybody, I literally said, everybody speaks English. And I've traveled a little bit before that, which is why I felt everybody in the world speaks English or some extent of English. And I'm going to Panama. They speak English. And the resort I'm going to, they will speak English. No one at the resort spoke English. No one anywhere on that side of the countryside, or in the city spoke English. Not the concierge, not the front desk. No guest at the resort. No one I ran into the street. And this is my very first time traveling alone. There was no app. They do have Google Translate and all that, but a lot of times, and Panama isn't that bad, but I do travel in very remote places in the world. There's no Wi-Fi. It just really isn't. And sometimes only if you're in the lobby of your resort or hotel. And I don't really stay in hotels and resorts anymore. And even some of those hotels and resorts don't have reliable Wi-Fi. So there was no translator app. So I only knew but 3, 4, you know, you can't even remember the little few Spanish words that you know. I knew like gato, which means cat. That can't help me. Rojo.
Nothing wrong with that word, by the way. It's a great word.
I know, but not for me to be saying out there by myself. Red cat, you know. So
Yo quiero
so I
como
felt
tu
like
gato.
you going into it. But the people were so kind and so patient with me. They went through every possible thing to understand what I was trying to say to them. And because I speak English, if I'm asking for a cup, this is what we do naturally. I'm like, cup, and they're like, no, okay, they don't understand what I'm saying. You just keep saying the same stupid thing over and over again. Cup. Like that's gonna make
You
them
say
understand.
it louder. You say it louder as if that's gonna be different.
Yeah, and slower. But they were very patient. So one day I was so hungry. I had money and I was out in the city and I wanted food. And this guy, I had managed up or roasted up a driver, right, that the hotel gave me from the little bit of Spanish I was able to get. He took me to a restaurant on the ocean. It was so beautiful. I was so hungry. They gave me the menu, all in Spanish, no pictures, no nothing. And I couldn't order food.
Pictures.
No pictures on nothing. So he went and got the cook from the back of the shack of the kitchen. The cook came out there. He was so compassionate. He went with his little flip phone because they didn't have a lot of money, but it was the first one with a camera. And he went and took pictures of everybody's plate at every table and came and made me swipe through them so I can point and pick like I'm mentally challenged, right? Like I want that one. Very simplistic, just to help me. So they went. So my point is, with the travel, per what Jerome was saying, when you go out in the world, you have these experiences. And then when I came back home to the States, now when I'm downtown or whatever, and someone is speaking some other language and they're asking for help or directions or what have you, I'm more patient, I'm compassionate, and I can understand what it's like to be in a place where you're not from and you don't speak that language. So, Beans, you need to get out. Get out, get compassionate, and be nicer.
Yeah. No, fuck that.
You know what Beans sound like? Beans sounds like he's worse than George Jefferson. D and I have worked customer service jobs before. You ever get that entitled heterosexual white man on your phone? And last conversation I had was, I don't know if she was Mexican or Scandinavian, I don't know. I need to talk to someone who speaks goddamn it American.
Yeah, and let's say when it's all pissed off, like, press 1 for English. Why do I have to press 1? I'm American. They should press 2 for Spanish.
Yeah, big. White male.
Pressing 1 or 2 don't bother me. It's the fact that I press 1 for English and still get a fucking Arab.
Oh yeah, we getting canceled today. All right,
so says be compassionate, Beans. Either give the loose change or don't. Who knows what the inside of that Hyde Park house looks like?
I don't give a damn what it looks like.
Inside of the Hyde Park house.
What it look like.
Wait, Ron said D just described black privilege. Some of us have it. Some of us have had it. I only mention because we need to understand white privilege. Black privilege, yes, I'm privileged to get out and have an open mind to get to learn and understand other people. I would call that.
Let me ask you this, dude. It's a lot of languages in the world, and we are behind the 8 ball in America. We really only know one language, most of us. If we do have to pick up a second language, do you think Spanish would be the best second language to pick up as we navigate around this world?
Generally, I would say yes. It depends on your lifestyle. And fun fact, dude from the cafe speaks fluent Spanish. Go figure.
I saw that. But I could say.
Yeah. So, generally speaking, overall, I would say yes. But there are people, and many Black people, believe it or not, educated Black people, they picked up Mandarin. So if you are in the financial or business sector, then Mandarin is a second important language to learn for business.
How do you feel about the Asian? My son, he wanted to learn Japanese, and I think it's just because he watched so much damn anime. But how do you feel? Rome says Chinese. How do you feel about the Asian dialects and Asian languages? Do you think that that's something that would be beneficial for people to pick up?
For those who are business savvy and, like I said, in the tech, financial, and business sectors, yes. But for society as a whole, Spanish will be the language to learn that we are way behind on. We should be learning it ASAP, to be honest with you.
Me gusta.
I pick up Arab, whatever the fuck that's called.
It's
Arab.
It's Arabic. Arab is offensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Unless you say Arab store. You have to say Arab.
No, you don't.
Oh, you can't say that either, dude?
No.
Ain't that what they is? Arab? We getting Arab money?
Arabs.
We getting Arab money?
No,
Okay.
stop saying it.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. Let's before we get to celebrity news. Let's just ask though, because it's just how we say it. Like we get that it's Arab, we say Arab. That's just like I hear people say 1 euro. I'm like, hey, no, man, I ordered a gyro. So
no. That's okay. So now you're talking about people's heritage versus a piece of meat. So yeah, that's the difference.
Soft
okay.
Dude from the cafe, good morning.
Yeah, it's Arab, not Arab.
Well, I mean that whole song is just ruined now.
Well, most songs are horrible anyway.
Talking about Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, we getting Arab money.
I'm doing Busta Rhymes Arab money at the next karaoke. We getting Arab money. Yeah.
And when we stream it, I'm gonna start streaming with disclaimers.
Okay.
You should do that anyway.
Especially when I'm around, because you never know what the fuck I'm gonna say. All right,
hilarious. Hey y'all, we're just kicking the balls right now.
After the hour.
Making sure everybody in the building, man. Hey, Beans, you ready for action, man?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We all did.
Yes, sir. Play that.
Celebrity news on the morning drive.
Kanye West, man, my bad. Kanye West is entering into a new business venture. He's calling it Yeezy porn.
About time, freak.
What? About time?
About time. You know, he's been harassing people with his porn for years. Y'all know that, right?
Well, I know he had once said that he was addicted to watching porn. I remember he said that in the interview.
Well, word on the street is that people have gone to job interviews to work for him, and they enter the room. One person said a long conference table. He's at one end, like he's the Godfather or something. And they walk in, just him and that person, a woman, and he's sitting there, and the porn is playing on his laptop loud, audibly. She can hear the porn. He's like, "Let me show you something," and she's like, and he goes over there. She goes over there, and he's showing her the porn. He's like, "Yeah, so what do you think of this? You know, when you work here, I mean, this is, you're going to have to be around. This is what you're going to be seeing. This is what I do. This is what I like." You know, so exposing potential new hires and existing employees to his porn. He just always has it playing and going. Reports stay, allegedly.
Porn is big business, y'all. And I would love to see if I would love, honestly, Ray J and Kim Kardashian needs a redemption moment for the porn that they put out, because that was horrible.
I never want to see that again.
So hopefully Kanye West enlists his ex-wife and Ray J, being that he hit it first. Put that on. I would love it.
So Kanye is enlisting. What's her name? Stormy. What's her name? Stormy.
You talking about the one that was with Donald Trump?
Stormy and,
And her ex-husband.
Mike.
Her ex-husband is a big producer in the porn industry, so he's enlisting his help as a partner to break into this big porn business or division of his Yeezy company. My only concern is I'm all for diversifying and having a big conglomerate where you just have this big company, you have all these little things under it. But weren't you just branding yourself as this big super Christian?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Ye is the most rebranded individual in entertainment history.
Well, I mean, you can make a album, a gospel album, and still be like,
No,
you know what I'm saying? Snoop did it. R. Kelly did it.
I don't look at, okay, so Snoop is not, making a gospel album is one thing, but proclaiming to be this Christian and all this type of stuff, and then also producing all this porn and all this stuff is different.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
But like,
I don't watch Caucasian porn though. I'm sorry, I don't watch Caucasian porn. So he gonna have to get some. He gonna have to get some black folk.
But if you're a Christian, that means you can't have sex.
I didn't say that not one single time.
No,
Okay.
it's
And I also did. I'm not even saying anything about him walking around claiming to be married and he's not. I'm not saying anything at all about fornication or having sex outside of marriage. I'm not saying anything about that at all.
You're
I'm
saying
talking about the branding.
He's contradicting his brand.
Very
That's
much contradictory
Yeah.
behavior. Yes.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So you swindled all of these people out of that Christian money, and then you pop out and say,
Mhm.
"I'm about to."
I want the porn money.
Yeah, I thought Kirk Franklin would have did this. Honestly, I thought Kirk Franklin would have came out
Ooh.
with a porn thing.
I thought he would have had gay porn, to be honest with you. And I'm not making accusations.
Gay porn.
Whoopsie.
I just would see that for him.
What a guy.
I just feel it.
Did he give you gay vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
I saw Kirk Franklin's joint on YouTube, the father story, or the time he met his father for the first time, and yeah, it was rainbowish.
Yeah, I couldn't even watch it. I just wasn't even interested. I right after that, I kind of just
But the reason I mentioned and Morning Drivers, if you're just tuning in to the live show right now, we're talking about Kanye West. He decides to join a new business venture. He's going to be producing porn, and it's going to be for sale. Christian porn is on the rise. No Diddy. Yeah. I don't want to watch Christian.
3 Days Rise Again. Oh, all he needs is those. That sounds like a gas station pack, actually, right?
Nut and in 3 days rise again.
Yeah, that sounds like a gas station pack.
Yikes. Yeah,
One of the ones that Bing said that he had.
Benz.
What's that?
You are under attack, bro.
I know, man. I know.
Your turn tomorrow, Bobby.
Hey, you know what? It's my turn every day, so it looks good seeing this happen to somebody else. So Bing, you can't say the A word, and you cannot mince these words.
What A word?
I ain't saying it.
What do we rap with?
Dab.
A rap.
It rhymes with a dab.
A dab. Yeah, we can't say that. So yeah, Kanye West, man. I just seen him on a podcast recently, and he said he wanted to have a threesome that included Michelle Obama. Man, he back in his bag.
Well, who said that?
Oh, Kanye.
Oh, you know why he said that? He still See, Kanye, he already was. We talked about this. He's been an asshole for a long time. I'm saying that may not reflect the morning drive, okay? But his further downward spiral all happened when? Remember when Obama's first was in office, their very first term? And I'm saying the Obamas because the family, right? Our whole family was a presidency. And they was kicking it with Beyonce and Jay and everybody. Everybody was in the White House kicking it. Everybody but me and Bings. So
I was there.
Kanye, Kanye was like, "Ooh, my turn. What's up, Mr. Prez? Can I slide with you, Mr. Prez?" You know, he talk, right?
Hilarious.
And Obama didn't acknowledge him or whatever. Off to the side, had nothing to do with no interview with Kanye, whatever. He was caught with a hot mic or something and was like, when it came to Kanye, he was like, "That guy's a jackass." Remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. He called Kanye a jackass, which he is. And you know how Kanye is. He threw a complete tantrum. He was pissed off. And remember, shortly after, that's when he fell in love with Donald Trump. Dragon energy. And was all, wearing a red hat and all that type of stuff. Because in Kanye's mind, he was like, he called me a jackass. I'm going to get my own president. And that's what happened.
Hey, but you know what?
Hey.
It's a documentary on Hulu, I believe. Hip Hop and the White House. I'm looking it up now. I would have added it to the scrolling and trolling segment. My wife and I watched it.
I would do the same thing. Talk about me, fuck you.
And get your own president.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and Donald Trump, even though Obama wasn't up for presidency again, but somehow Donald Trump was like Obama's op. So you're gonna go and be friends with the op and shit.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Is my friend, yeah.
And I talk shit because I don't know if y'all seen this, but it could be just some social media shit, but I seen something yesterday that fucked my head up.
What'd you see, bro?
It was a picture. I'm gonna get it. I'm sorry, get it. It was a picture that said Obama with what looks like Michelle when she used to be Michael.
I did hear about that. It's a lot of accusations that Michelle Obama used to be a man.
Because she's a black woman. That's the bullshit. I mean, that's what she had to deal with the entire presidency. She's a man. She's transgender. Oh, what did you say on this show? I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, we need to get some snippets from the episode you and I were on, Benz, from the Nuts and Bolts of Life. And today's Wednesday, so today is a day that you all can watch Nuts and Bolts of Life, hosted by Ed and his crew. That's on YouTube, so make sure y'all follow that. And that's Nuts with a Z at the end, NUTZ, and Bolts with a Z at the end of Life. So make sure y'all follow that, subscribe to that. Beans, I just sent you a video. Right now we're talking about Kanye West porn venture, and then we ventured off into Kanye West relationship with the president Donald Trump and his ill relationship with former president. Both of them are former presidents. I think Donald Trump's about to get reelected, by the way. But former president Barack Obama and former president Trump. So right now on Hulu, there's a Hip Hop in the White House documentary. It's on Hulu if you get a chance to watch it. It just came out this year. The director, his name is Jesse Washington. He produced it. Being said, if a woman said his sex was trash, he say, "Fuck you, B. Your shit trash." That's pretty much what being said during that. I try to be on my best behavior when I'm on the Nuts and Bolts of Life, man. It's such a
I thought it was a wholesome show.
It pretty much is. Yeah, but Bean showed up.
That's what I'm saying. Beans, you just.
And look, I would not apologize for speaking my mind.
Anymore. Let's add
okay. Touche. But I'm gonna say what the fuck I feel.
Oh, he's very retaliatory. We discussed that yesterday, how he will pummel a woman in the face because she pinched him.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
Bringing up old shit now.
See, now you bringing up old shit.
Oh, you just brought up the whole apology tour. Every day you bring that up. Every single day you bring up ladies' night. Every day you bring up ladies' night.
I'm bringing up.
I will not pummel a woman in her face. Okay.
What would you pummel at? Like chest, arms,
body shots.
Man,
we had a good time on that show. It's the coochie. Okay, we get you.
Anyway,
check it out.
That's where the Michelle thing comes from. He's still stuck on the fact that Barack doesn't like him.
Yeah, he need to get over it. How long do y'all hold grudges? Like, are y'all grudge holders?
Define grudge, because it's like I just don't fuck with you anymore. I don't think it's a grudge. You just don't exist to me anymore. So I feel like a grudge is like exuding energy, like, ooh, I'm still mad and I can't stand it. Like you just literally don't, you cease to exist. You don't have the privilege of being in my sphere anymore.
Can you be cordial with someone you don't like?
Yeah, I'm a businesswoman. And I'm a Capricorn. I'll give you that. I'll give you a little hope, a little glimmer of hope that there is hope, but there isn't. So I'll say hello. What a smile, yeah.
It's really hard for me to be cordial with people I don't like.
Well, I mean, it's just, for me, it's a personal challenge, and I'm proud of myself to be able to do so.
Can you be cordial in the same room with an ex? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I don't have any exes that, that will pummel me in the face on sight. No. So yeah, I'm friends with all of my exes. Not even all, but yeah, anyone I've had any dealings with, we're friends.
I'm gonna tell you this, morning drivers, I really wish I had access to some of the controls that Beans have access to, because every time D say some shit, I will be shots fired. Shots fired, Beans. It's your ass today, man.
Hey, look.
Yes,
absolutely. Hey, can you run
the T-scales? That's what I'm saying. He getting in between them toes. Like, didn't I tell you?
I heard of a street fighter, but a feet fighter? Oh wow, that's different. Oh man. Hey Ben, you got the clip, the clip from the Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it queued up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a clip or the trailer for a show that's on Hulu right now. I really wouldn't be trying to put it on the air right now if it wasn't a black curated show, a black curated. Hey, good morning, Los. A black creation. So this is a black director, black writer. Is hip hop. Benz, play the trailer, man. It's on Hulu right now. Hip hop in the White House, man. Y'all take a break from us. Check out this trailer.
Hip hop continues to speak truth to power.
Tupac, NWA, and those guys connected me because it was in the language that I speak.
Reagan's the father of crack cocaine as far as we're concerned.
For him to have the courage to say F the police was new, different.
The Clinton years, we saw the growth of hip hop.
You got New Orleans entering the game. You got Houston being a big factor.
When Jay said George Bush doesn't care about black people, that was supremely important.
Black people were seen on television begging for help, and nobody came.
In 2020, Obama put me on his summer playlist.
He did need a validation of his blackness.
If you know, you know. Some people might have saw him do that and thought, oh, okay. They don't know that that was an anthem.
We got Kanye in the White House. That's powerful to me.
Hip-hop has new ideas, new language. It cannot be stopped.
So you don't have to be a political hip-hop artist to make a political statement.
This is the story of how hip-hop got the power.
Yeah, I've watched this, y'all. I've actually watched it, and it's pretty good. And you know what the craziest part? I'm just gonna tell you about this one little piece of the show that I watched. That was Hip Hop in the White House. Y'all tuned into the morning drive 10 minutes before the hour. Biz comedian D-Lux and Bobby Wright. The craziest part about that whole documentary was they asked George Bush, former President George W. Bush, what was his worst moment when he was in the White House. You know, he mentioned his worst moment was Kanye West coming on that telethon with Mike Myers saying that George Bush don't care about black people. He said that before 9/11. Like 9/11 probably would have been my worst moment. But
well, he probably received a lot of backlash from that, like personal character backlash. Who knows how much back? I mean, so 9/11, you know, and I'm not diminishing or belittling like a loss of life, right? But imagine you being the president of the United States and being accused of not caring for your own people who are a bulk of like the citizens of the nation that you're the leader of. Like, that's horrible.
But flashing back to Hurricane Katrina, it just didn't look good. You flying over the travesty of Hurricane Katrina, and you looking down at all of these people swimming and drowning. It was one person on this documentary talking about he was swimming with his brother, and his brother was like, "Look, man, I just give up," and he went underwater and died. So I ain't trying to be no Debbie Downer early in the morning, but that was part of the documentary. So if you get a chance to watch it, man, just definitely watch it. Black created show, so it was dope.
52 minutes out of the hour, man. That's wow, that kind of just fucked me up.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stories like that.
Yeah. So let's move on to our next topic, man. Because I know D want to talk about this, and I want to talk about it too. Meg Thee Stallion getting sued by a cameraman, right, for sexual assault allegations. Now, I'm gonna just say this: Meg Thee Stallion is probably someone who I would allow to sexually assault me.
Wow. I'm loving the journalistic chops, but go ahead.
I mean, you can say this story of Ray D, because I didn't read too much about it. I just read the headline.
I read about it. Basically, what's
in this story, there's basically the cameraman said that he, I guess not was forced to watch, but he was in the space while Meg Thee Stallion was giving cunnilingus to another woman. And so for that reason, because he had to witness it, he's claiming sexual harassment. So it's not that Meg touched him or forced herself on him. He was in the same space when Meg went down on another woman. And to that, and this is all alleged, and to that the attorney replies, this is an employment claim for money. There's no sexual harassment claim that has actually been filed. And this is just a salacious accusation to attempt to embarrass Meg, and we'll deal with this in court, which I'm inclined to believe, because every 6 months, there's some little, I can't even say that word, but I want to say it, some little midget man out there that is...
he can say midget, he can say Arab.
Yeah, there's a little midget man out there that chooses to pick on her, right? And then whenever he goes to court or something, this, that, and the other, she always is vindicated. She always comes out on top, and it's not because of her high power attorneys, it's because of the evidence. It's unfortunate. Men, and unfortunately many of our men, hate to see a powerful Black woman winning, such as the Michelle Obama situation. You know, this is things that just always comes up.
If he a cameraman, shouldn't he wasn't recording it?
You would think so, but I don't know. Maybe he was mad that he couldn't because he has an NDA. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. So the attorney went on to say, I guess.
Have y'all ever been trapped in a car?
Like you froze, Bobby. You breaking up.
I see him. Wait, Bobby. Oh, he's androiding again.
Yeah, he androiding again.
You're androiding, Bobby. And it's bad. But no, I've never been trapped in a car. Never.
Trapped in a car, what you mean?
I think he was asking that question before he froze. Have you ever been trapped in a car? So if the cameraman is saying he was stuck in a car and forced to watch her do this to this woman, get out of the car. We're all adults. If you ain't on that, right. You don't want to see that, you're a Christian, you don't want to be around this bad sexual behavior, excuse yourself.
Right.
Or say, hey girls, I'm not into that. Please don't do that. Maybe she say my bad and stop.
Yeah, but if she knew he was in the room, why would she even do that anyway? That's weird.
I don't think it's weird. I think if that's their lifestyle, it's their lifestyle. Remember Meg and some of the other girls or the kids, they're very young. They're like 25, 26 or younger. And they're rich, you know, so young, rich people and kids. And by the time you're living this Hollywood lifestyle is way different from what it is that we know and what we're doing day to day. And kids, you didn't do wild stuff when you were young. So it may have been alcohol induced. So I don't know. Maybe they're just having a good time. If he wasn't into it, Go, leave.
Hey, look, Ron be on some wild
Ron said,
shit,
what would you
man.
file SA if Beans diddy Bobby? If he did
Hey,
Bobby?
he be on some wild
What?
shit, man. I don't know what the fuck.
So if I was in a car,
That's my point, Ed.
if I was in a car and Beans did that to Bobby, would I file SA? Well, they're not paying me for this job, so I don't think that I could file SA. I'll probably just log off and not come back if I wasn't into it. You know, I don't know. Maybe I pull out the old camera. He was a camera guy. Maybe, you know, I'd be like, hey, what's going on? Maybe I'd watch. I don't know. But what's going on here? I mean, I'm saying,
if she did that in front of him, just randomly get a girl and just start eating the pussy with other people in the room, that's weird.
I don't think it's weird. I think that it happens more often than you would think. I think in this generation and beneath, sometimes I don't know what time of day it was, if it was late, if it was middle of the night, you know, they party a lot. Meg likes to drink. She drinks cognac. They come in from parties and events and stuff like that. And, you know, some of the girls, not me, but you see on TV and stuff, some of the girls, they get touchy-feely and they do stuff like that. They make out. I don't think it's weird at all. I really don't. Not in that lifestyle.
And I mean, I don't think it's weird for her to do it, but while other people was watching, I mean, I don't know. For me, that's why I could never be like a porno dude because.
So Edmund says, what cameraman would not want to watch? That's weird. That's what I agree with. It's weird that a cameraman would not want to watch. Like, by the time that's your job as a cameraman, a camera person, your job is voyeurism. Your job is to look at interesting things or see things and journal them and record them. So even if it's a human, it's a person, you wouldn't be like, you would watch, you know? Thank you. The driver / camera person is weird. And it's Meg Thee Stallion. Even if you're not attracted to her or whatever, just later in life, this is something you can tell your grandkids, a story like, I was in a car one day and this really happened. Like, or if you're just not into it, pull over, get out. Why are you filing sexual harassment charges?
As a cameraman, I would have been all on that, and I would have taken it. I would have had a different approach. I would have took it and been, hey, look, man, I get you the video of you eating that girl pussy. I need about $3 million for this shit.
You're not supposed to say eating that girl pussy. What was the word that D just gave us? A really big word, and I want to hear Beans say it. D, what?
Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus. Beans, can you say that for the people?
Cunnilingus.
Oh.
Very good. Where's the you've been slacking on your
Yeah, man. We proud of you, man.
Let me get my clap, man.
We are proud of you. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Don't mind.
You mean you're androiding?
Yeah, you were androiding today.
What did you call yourself yesterday? Android thespian? What were you?
I'm an Androidian and I'm a cricketer. That's what I am.
A cricketer.
Hey, look, hey, we're gonna set up a GoFundMe to get Bobby on Team Apple.
I'm gonna go set up a GoFundMe.
Bobby, if you were the cameraman and you're in the same vehicle, and Meg Thee Stallion just busts out, and you know the girls are giggling in the back seat, and you turn around and you see Meg going down on the other girl, would you file SA charges or sexual harassment charges?
It depends on how far I'm behind on my bills.
Yo, how much? Oh, so this is in the car.
Yeah, I think that's what I read.
I wouldn't have said anything. I mean, it comes with the territory, and I mean, we clearly know that this is a money grab right now. That's just like everybody that's coming out against Puff Daddy right now. It's a lot of truth, but at the same time, it's also a lot of people that's just jumping on the bandwagon and saying, hey, we're looking at a payday.
This is literally just, okay, so in another quote, it says, on Tuesday afternoon, the former photographer / videographer, Emilio Garcia, accused Meg of unpaid wages, so now it's unpaid wages, and said that he was forced to watch her have sex with another woman, which left him feeling embarrassed, mortified, and offended. Oh, and then she berated him and called him a fat bitch. That's what this is about.
Because he got called a fat bitch.
I wonder if she was like, if she was going down an old girl and he was looking and she was like, "What you looking at, fat bitch?" And that's what kicked it off. Is that what this is about?
Hey, you forgot one part of that, dude. She rolls up and
yeah. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get the visual. But yeah, she's like, "What you looking at, fat bitch?"
That's hilarious.
And the unpaid wages is he stormed off and didn't report back to work, and that's the lost wages.
I'm a big fan of the movie Training Day with Denzel Washington, and he told the guy he was training, Jake. He said, "It's not what you know,
it's what you
can prove."
Right.
So how can you prove that this happened? So unless he recorded something, and I mean audio saying, "Hey, don't get out this car until I'm done eating this coochie," like fat bitch, unless he heard that, unless we can hear this on audio. He does not have a case.
Right, and he's a cameraman with no camera on him.
Yeah, my camera would be recording the whole time I'm around her. My shit would be on and recorded. I would have about 10 SD cards in my pocket. Everything gets recorded.
It didn't have to come to this though. Like if you're a celebrity or if you're in the business and you have to really watch every single individual around you, and you got to like have these ironclad contracts of everyone around you that if something occurs, you can't do whatever. It's just becoming too much, man. We too lawsuity. I blame Top Dog. Ever since Top Dog came on commercials, everybody. I was scrolling and trolling on Instagram yesterday, and you wouldn't believe how many people are being sued right now. Google is being sued right now. I just seen something else where Xfinity, Comcast, they're being sued right now for a data breach. Everybody's getting sued. It's just like a big bandwagon of lawsuits.
Well, a lot of that data breach stuff and things having to do with personal data and technology. I mean, a lot of that stuff is rightfully so. And a lot of that stuff is accounted for, right? And it's strategic when it comes to these big organizations. They know that they have their clients' confidential information in a very vulnerable situation. But they do a trade-off. They're like, hey, we stand to make, X amount of hundreds of millions. And we know it's going to come out or it could come out. If it does, we settle for tens of millions and we're still up a net 100 million. It's worth it. They take that risk. They set aside the money to settle the suits.
Yeah. If the reward is much higher than the risk, I get it. But I mean, come on.
They don't. You still should hold them liable though for things like your personal data breach. And a lot of these things aren't breaches. They're flat out selling your personal information.
Yep.
But
they need to be held accountable.
That's been happening for the longest, man. Hey, shout out to DJ McAmill in the comments, man. One of the dopest DJs in the land. Tune into the morning drive. One of the other
scales, yeah.
One of the other things that used to happen back in the day. Remember, you used to go to the mall and fill out that little sweepstakes thing or whatever for that car. They used to have that car in the middle of the mall. That's how they used to data breach back in the day. But whenever they do that class action suit, I'm gonna jump on because I used to fill out all of those.
Well, they saw one coming because I never believed I would win that car or the vacation. I already knew they were trying to get my information.
Every time I get a notification about a class action suit, I'm on that shit because I just got some money for a Lyft class action. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they said did this happen? I'm like, yep, and I signed up and I got the money.
Man, it's real in the field.
I'm signing up for everything.
But here's the gag. When you sign up for those class action lawsuits, when you don't even know, I did, or I wrote a Lyft, and knowing damn well you ain't never rode no Lyft before in your life, and you signing up, you get your little $60, your little $150 as a part of that lawsuit. But what you really did when you signed and clicked all those little paperwork, you really sold all your information. And you'll probably get a real class action lawsuit about that 10 years from now.
Yeah.
They really gave you a little bit of money, just to pique your interest to get all your information.
Man, that's just like I never got my Zuck bucks. You know, Facebook got sued. Everybody,
I got 2 checks. You know, I got like 3 different profiles. I got my $400 twice off that.
Wow, I didn't get no Zuck bucks.
That's what it's called, Zuck bucks.
That's what I call it.
They can't do that with my information. What you gonna do with my shit? My credit card is maxed out. My shit. The fuck? I'm in a
They're
hole.
gonna use your identity. They're gonna use your identity, wipe it clean. They're gonna give it to a AI Jordan.
They may actually give it to a migrant who lives in Hyde Park, bro. Just be safe. You know, that's all I can say.
Hey, so look, they passed a bill that might ban TikTok.
They've been talking about this shit for 2 years, man.
And it still has to go. Yeah, it's not approved. And it won't be.
Well, no. It hold on. Let me see. Let me show you.
How can you
cafe?
How can you ban how I travel on the internet?
You can ban access to it in the United States.
But this is what y'all president think of it. Hello.
Mr. President, do you still support banning TikTok? Would you sign that bill?
If they pass it, I'll sign it.
He woke up from a nap to say that.
Hey, I'm not pleased with our current president. He's just not entertaining enough for me. I miss the orange guy.
As vice president, like he was that guy. He had personality. We heard more from him. What VP was ever vocal that you ever really seen or really knew? As VP, like he was that dude. As president, I've not seen him since he got elected.
He ain't shit, man.
I think Joe Biden is AI. If you want my honest opinion, I think
he's very much giving Weekend at Bernie's.
He really died. That's a clone.
And who is that?
That's a clone.
Yeah.
Joe Biden died 5 years ago.
Joe
I
Biden.
believe that. They prop him up and give him like little one-liners every now and then.
He reminds me of Dan Aykroyd. It's a movie from way back, way before your time, Benz. It's called Nothing But Trouble with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
I've seen that.
Digital Underground. Joe Biden looks like the judge on Nothing But Trouble. That's what he looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
If you ever get a chance to watch it, out of nowhere in this movie, Digital Underground and Tupac, they do a song to get out of a speeding ticket. Chevy Chase, Demi Moore, man, real good movie. Nothing But Trouble from the 80s.
I remember that. Hey, so look, 2 minutes under the hour. Bobby Wright, D-Lux, I'm Bates Comedian. It is a morning drive. Bobby Wright, are you ready to scroll and troll?
Bro, I've been ready since I got here. Hey, play my theme music, please. Okay, no technical difficulties. D working the shoulders. Hey, you know what I started doing with scrolling and trolling, man, because I feel like I put out a lot of negativity. So I always want to start with the positive. And as I did with 50 Cent, I believe that was yesterday or the day before. I got to do this for Club Shay Shay. At the Webby Awards, he won 2 awards, 2 big awards: Best Featured Guest and Best Individual Episode. Best Featured Guest was Cat Williams. Best Individual Episode, Marshawn Lynch. Shout out to Club Shay Shay. Play those claps for my mans. Play those claps, Bangs. Delayed ass clap. Hey, but I'm rocking with Club Shay Shay. No matter how much hate comes that man's way, I think he's doing a great thing. I hate what happened with Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. You know, they had the show Undisputed with Skip Bayless on FS1.
And Skip Bayless lost his damn man.
And Shannon Sharpe ended up ultimately getting fired, but they tried to smoke and mirror it as a resignation shortly after the Super Bowl. What's happened since then is Shannon Sharpe has joined First Take with Stephen A. Smith on Mondays and Tuesdays. His Club Shay Shay platform has catapulted beyond belief after the Cat Williams interview. Make sure y'all check out that Marshawn Lynch interview too. It's more than just football. Marshawn Lynch is a very insightful individual, but also along with that, he's bringing other people with him. So you got Nightcap with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, aka Ocho Cinco. That comes on at night. So Shannon Sharpe, keep doing what you're doing, brother. We love it. Congratulations on those Webby Awards.
We gonna get him on the show one day.
Yeah, Uncle Ocho, Nightcap is dope. All right, and shout out to our boy Alan Ford Jr., who had us on his television screen yesterday. Oh yeah. We appreciate the viewership. I hope everybody tuning in like this on the big screen while you're eating your breakfast in the morning or rolling up that weed. Whatever you're doing in the morning, waking, baking, breakfast, whatever. Make sure you stay tuned in to the morning drive, man. Alan, we appreciate you for sharing this on Facebook yesterday. Definitely want to shout that out. Tonight is Two Takes.
Yeah, I just finna say, speaking of Alan Ford, tonight we get a two-take show featuring Bobby Ray, Pretty Skinny, myself, Vince Comedian, and Brandon King going down tonight at Riddle's Comedy Club. Them tickets are still available online via riddle.com or Eventbrite.
What time is it?
Doors open at 7 o'clock. The show will start at 8 p.m.
8.
So Alan Ford's hosting that. We appreciate you for sharing that on Facebook. A lot of times people do things and they don't have to do things. So for him to share that on Facebook, we definitely appreciate that.
Dope.
And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe to the Morning Drive and follow the page on Facebook. What else we got next on the scrolling and trolling? All right. I want to talk about it because I feel like we get into a lot of these conversations on this show, and I see a lot of, even on Nuts and Bolts of Life, sometimes it becomes a back and forth. So the whole man versus woman era is whack. We need y'all, and y'all need us. And this is stating the obvious right here. Like, I don't know where it came about where we had to start competing with one another in every avenue. Like, at this point, it's almost like a civil war.
Yeah, well, your boy, I don't know if he's your boy or not, but you know that the one who's dead now, he caused a lot of division. And in his death, you know, a lot of people thought that maybe it would subside, but it just, the division just grew wider, just became very crazy. And I remember it was around Mother's Day when he died, and it was horrible. And it has just not, it's just been down since still.
What are you talking about, Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, that person.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been really bad for Black people specifically. You know, it's non-Black people like the dead one, but in our community specifically, it's been really, really bad.
So you really disliked his platform. You didn't care for it at all, did Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, no. There's some things that he said that, you know, had a little sense in it, but who he was as a person and a lot of fraudulent behaviors and manipulation of our men, I can't rock with it.
So percentage wise, because I liked Kevin Samuels, even if I didn't agree with everything that he stated, but from a percentage wise, what percent do you think he was telling the truth?
I don't know him that well, honestly. I can't even be fair. I can't even give you a fair number. But overall, what I can say, he did probably 94% damage, right, than good he did for us as a Black community and relationships between us.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
94%. That's kind of no.
That's fine. I'm not here to be fucking debating the dead man. He's done enough.
Yeah, I know, but
division, so we're not going to do that this morning. I won't participate.
Let's see. Did he cause division? Did he point toxic behaviors that have been overlooked? Some shows were better than others. Sometimes he did go over the top and his response to certain women that was on his show. And I can't ultimately give Kevin Samuels all of the blame for the division that's going on. A lot of things are just social media related. Everybody got this platform to put their opinions out there, and then next thing you know, that post gets shared. It's regular Joe Schmo's post being shared around the metaverse. What about the young lady?
I also mentioned manipulation, okay? So when you have a huge platform comes with a huge responsibility, and I'll just say that.
I understand what you're saying, D, but what about the young lady who put down a list of places that she would not go on a first date? Did that not?
Okay, so let's start there before we go any further with that, right? A young lady made a list of places that she would not go, a place that she does not like. Okay, what, death to her? That's insane.
I
don't like Cheesecake Factory. I'm not a Cheesecake Factory hoe. I'm just not. If I meet a guy today and I'm married to who I'm married to, and he knows who he's married to, he and no other guy I've ever met would approach me and be like, so baby girl, I think I'm taking you to Cheesecake Factory or Applebee's. I don't like it. They don't approach me with that. And if someone did approach me with Cheesecake Factory or Applebee's, it's just not something that I like.
Applebee's got the 2 for $20 appetizers.
That's not my thing. And this girl said it's not my thing, and she was crucified. That's crazy. That's the mentality.
That's because that wasn't. She was representing women, not just herself. But these are things that you shouldn't say women.
Okay.
She didn't say men.
And that's fine. And the theory behind that was, guys, be more creative. Guys, stop, or whoever you're dating, right? Be more creative, put more thought into some shit. Stop. I don't know if she said Applebee's, but for instance, right, this is a thing. Stop shooting for the 2 for $20 just because. Because even beyond and before that, before all of that, there's this whole notion out there where, well, I feel like we should just go for a walk because a female try to use me for a meal. Boy, we was gonna eat before we ever even met you. You know, so it's that type of mentality that the women are already even dealing with, you know. So she made a list of what her preferences was, and it broke the internet. Good grief. Like, that shit, ain't y'all tired?
It really did break the internet. Morning Drivers, if you're just tuning in, it is 19 minutes after the hour right now. We are in the scrolling and trolling segment. And
Jerome, a married one.
Having a great discussion.
That's not forced to go to Cheesecake Factory.
What did Ron put? Let me see.
What kind of am I? A married one that gets flew out to France, the south of France, when I want.
They get cheap restaurants in France. We can find the France, but we're gonna still hit the dollar menu at France.
That's fine. We had a picnic at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower, and we had cheese, crackers, and meats, but we were in France and not the Cheesecake Factory.
My issue is not so much what the lady put up there. My issue is how it got shared. It went viral, and it became a hot topic of discussion. And then the people that was like sharing it was people I knew in real life. You got less than the Cheesecake Factory. You got Harold's Chicken. Like, what the people I saw.
I think some of these women can be a little ungrateful.
I like Harold's too. I eat Harold's. I go to the Arab place, right, next door, and get chicken from time to time. But if you're trying to approach me, get to know me, put your best foot forward. Don't let that be the invite to the first date. Let's go get some Harold's chicken. Come correct. That's all.
I'll do that. But I think the Cheesecake Factory is a nice date.
I think Harold's is nice
that, and that's fine. And you know, there's different types of people, and we all like different things, and that's okay too. I'm not downing the person who likes Cheesecake Factory. So, Beans, the women that you're into, or you may attract, or this, you know, for you. Thank you so much, honey. Nothing but the best, fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay. The women that you're into, right? They may like Cheesecake Factory, and you like Cheesecake Factory. So there's someone for everyone. That's cool. Does that make, you a bad person because you offer Cheesecake Factory? No, it doesn't.
Put the graphic back up, babe. So if anybody just tuning in, they know exactly what we're talking about here. I honestly just said the whole, this is what I saw on the internet. The whole man versus woman era is whack. You can package a Harold's Chicken date correctly. If it's a picnic at the park, if you grab a tablecloth at the and take it to the park, and you got your 6-wing, and she got large gizzard or whatever you get, some okra. I'm getting hungry talking about it.
Yeah,
But
and if she happened to mention to you, you know what I had in a long time? Some gizzards with hot and mild sauce, and you presented it to her at the park, very nicely, candles, flowers, what have you. That's nice. And yes, Carlos, we will enjoy each other's company while eating the gizzards because you put some thought behind it. How about just enjoying my company? Oh, you just show up in my face and want to sit outside in the car and talk? No. No.
Next warm day, I'm gonna have Harold's.
We could go to Harold's or Michigan. They got a bar. So we can jump too.
Yeah, that's not my type of date.
No, the whole key to this is man versus woman era is whack. Find out what that other person requires, needs, or will deal with,
and put some energy into it. Put some thought behind it,
and go from there. But putting out these damn posts about these type of men, can't no woman tell a man how to be a real man. I hate seeing that shit.
So sick of that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
A real man would have did this. A real man would have did that. You're not a man, so you don't know. You're not a man, and no matter how much we try to be a man, talking to the transmissions, you will never be a man.
We are getting canceled today. So, what'd you call them, though, Biggs? I just want to hear it one more time.
Transmissions.
Wait, what?
The transmissions.
What's a transmission?
What is a transmission?
A transmission is someone playing dress up.
Playing dress up.
Going to a costume party all the time.
Well, I assumed that it was just your term for transgenders.
Was he saying transvestite? What is he saying?
Yeah, transmission is that's my name for transgenders.
A transmission is playing dress up when you. Okay.
Well, hey, in related news, and this was something I sent to Benj yesterday that he hadn't posted. Venus Williams refused to walk on the tennis court because a transgender tennis player was about to go up against her.
Was that true? Did we fact check that? I saw that like a week or two ago. Was that true?
It's looking true. I haven't double checked. I usually cross reference with 4 sources, and I apologize, morning drivers. I have not done so, but rumor has it. I should say that rumor has it that Venus Williams would not walk on the court to play a woman who used to be a man.
So let's say if it's Venus or not. Let's just talk about the subject with the transgender. I get confused. I don't know how to describe it. The one that was assigned at birth, a man, has male parts, as we know it, and then says that or identifies or becomes a woman, and now they're in sports, right? Should they be able to compete with? And you know it's offensive to say natural born, to say natural women. That's offensive too, right? You know that.
I'm gonna need a list, D. So when you get a chance,
it's ever changing. But should these transgender men be allowed to compete with the women? And while you're answering that question, if you could answer that question in the comments, guys, drivers. I thought about this yesterday when we were talking about the whole the couple who had to fight, but the woman just happened to lose, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing and the same reasons why I say that no man should be fighting the woman back to restrain, to leave, or what have you, because there's no way she really could win usually. But okay, so why shouldn't the transgender male compete against a natural born woman?
Hey, wrong, crazy. I think that it was just recently a UFC fight where there was a natural, well, I can't say it now, but there was a formerly known as a man, now a woman, decided to try to
transmission.
I think that was the case, or it was a woman that turned to a man. I gotta tap into the story, but I just know that whoever the transgender was in that UFC fight, They lost.
That's interesting.
Wait, who would the UFC fight? They were fighting a man, what we know as a man.
Yeah, let me find the story while y'all chit chat. Let me find this, and it was very interesting.
Brian,
UFC
why do you say no? He says no, that the transgender should not be allowed to compete. Specifically, a male or female.
I say no too. Imagine a transgender man playing in the WNBA. You know,
Or any sport.
He'll be dropping 50 a game.
A track and field, anything.
Yeah, I think that right now,
like
everybody's in a state of confusion when it comes to sports. With and I think the White Sox might need a transgender at this point. You know, something.
They need something. Yeah, it needs something because they fucking trash.
Like bring in one of them softball players.
Yeah.
Something. White Sox is horrible right now. I just sent you a clip from a UFC situation, Benz. But
okay,
whether it's true or not, I don't think that right now we're in a place where we could do this. We're still trying to figure out how they're going to navigate themselves through society. Now we want to do the whole sports thing.
Well, I'm sure the argument or this mentality or the thought is we want equal access, equal rights. You know, I happen to be born this way and I love tennis and I'm talented. I should be able to play the sport that I'm talented in, that I love. I played since I was 4 years old and I qualified per my statistics or whatever qualifies you to go pro.
But you know what? Shout out to you, D. When you created Urban Lux Cafe, you got a washroom there that's basically man-woman.
I have a what?
A man-woman washroom. It doesn't matter who you are. You could go into either one. Always choose one on the right.
I wasn't trying to be politically correct. I just want to be able to use the bathroom without having to wait in line.
See, I thought you were making a statement. This is some Rosa Parks shit. She was just tired.
Whichever one is free, a male or a female can go into it. And it's individual restrooms to be clear. It's one toilet in one restroom per restroom. Now, if it was a restroom where you have like 3-4 toilets in the stalls, I'm not that woke, right? I don't want to be in a stall next to a man or anyone else other than a natural born woman. Because I don't know how you guys' bathroom, you know, you have those gaps. It's just too close. It's just not enough privacy for me.
You know what's tripped out? Let me see. It was a woman who transformed. It was a woman who transformed into a man and fought a man. Oh, okay. That's
lost.
The situation.
Okay.
And lost.
What
Gotta
was
ask.
he thinking?
I knew it was something like that. Thank you, T Scales. D, as I mentioned before, you and I, we in our past, we worked in these call centers, and when the women's washroom broke down in the call center I worked in, we all had to share one washroom, and the men had to stand guard whenever a woman was in there. That was like one of the worst experiences. That was worse than the laundromat moment, if y'all tuned in earlier, because what you notice in the call center, everybody don't wash their ass the same.
Now, when were they? And how come y'all gonna be washing y'all hands afterwards? But that's a whole different story.
I do.
Because I took a shower.
That's disgusting.
Hey, you giving people material. What else we got? I wanted to talk about one in particular. Let's get that white boy up on the screen real quick. We got that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so check it out, y'all. Just changing the subject here.
Y'all get canceled today.
Like, we all getting canceled. Y'all buck wild, man. I'm about to log off.
Let's get this white boy up here. All right, check it out. 24-year-old North Georgia man, Dylan Tennant, has been sentenced to 30 years in prison after whooping his children for not cleaning their room. Now, keep it in context. I don't have a full story, but these kids were like 2 and 3 years old. And I guess he whooped their ass. But the topic I want to discuss today, before we get to the viral video, is How do y'all feel about this child rearing style? I think it's outdated in my opinion, but I'm gonna let y'all unpack it. Then I'll say what I gotta say. How do y'all feel about this?
I mean, it depends. I mean, well, for not cleaning that room, I think that's a little crazy. You know, I wouldn't whoop my kid, but not cleaning that room well. I mean, that's stupid. But
what would you whoop your kid for?
The last time my son got his ass whooped, was for stealing some candy out of Walgreens.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, so I got him good for that. But clean your room. I mean, that's your room. So you want to keep it nasty, you keep it nasty. Huh?
Weren't we just talking about shoplifting the other day? Martell was on. He admitted to it. Beans, weren't you stealing as a little kid too? Was that you?
No.
I stole and told on myself.
No. My friend was stealing, and I was upset because I spent my money and they stole. Yeah. I didn't think to do it. I was a good kid. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think kids should get whooped. Yeah, I agree. 30 AD. These were really small children. I'm talking about under the age of 5, and I'm not sure what type of ass whooping Mr. Tennant gave these kids, but apparently it was a strong enough ass whooping to give him 30 years in prison. So he's gonna have to do at least 10.
So I wonder what the mother thought about that.
I'm sure she was okay with it. She know who she had babies by. More than one.
Jump in the comments. We got Huggy saying discipline is one thing, but a beating is different. Ain't nothing wrong with a little ass whooping, but the kid shouldn't have a black guy.
So
he's just saying that in general. The reason why I don't care for whoopings is because I took a moment to read all of these slave narratives, and I feel like it really damages our confidence. It really damages our kids' self-esteem when you're doing all of that whooping shit.
So we don't think that they were whooping kids back in Africa before the transatlantic slavery situation. You don't think that back in the motherland before we came over to the States that our ancestors were whooping?
If that's the case, if that's how you want to link it.
Because that's what people say. That's what people always want to link it. That's come from the slave masters. That's how they control. Like, we don't think our ancestors was whooping.
Have you ever witnessed or even done it yourself, giving a kid a whooping and then really thought about your verbiage as you whooping this kid? And it sounds like some shit a slave owner would say. I will beat the black off your ass.
Not everyone whoops that way.
Hey, from what I've witnessed, I give a nigga an inch, he'll take a mile. When I hear these things while somebody's getting a whooping, it sounds like a slave owner, and I don't say slave master, I say slave owner, giving a whooping and chastising a slave on the plantation. So it's really hard for me to do the whooping thing. I will take away your freedom, because that's what you're going to roll into in adulthood. If you mess up as an adult,
there's consequences.
Ain't nobody gonna whoop you. What's gonna happen is your freedom is gonna be taken away. So I think the best route to discipline, or and I don't even like saying discipline, the best route to punishment. Thank you, Lowe's. Best route to punishment to me is removing freedom. Put them in a space where they don't have access to a video game or television, or their favorite food, or their outside life, their friends, and see how that feels.
So I'm looking at this now. Okay, go ahead.
I'll say I'm not giving my opinion yet on whether whooping should be done or not, but I will say I know recently a shorty killed his mama, and I think his whole family because she took away his video games. I don't think I've heard of a shorty killing his mama or granny because his grandmama because he got a whooping. Remember that story?
So
I remember that story, but that's a unique incident.
So I'm looking at more of the story now. So they're saying that The kid was 2 years old. Yeah, multiple bruises. He hit his son with a board, some type of, I guess, like a plywood board or something like that.
Oh, so he used
And
weapons to whoop these little
That's
kids.
abuse. That's not a whooping.
Right, as abuse, and he took him to I guess one of his friends' house to try to help get rid of the bruise, get rid of the bruises, and lied to the police and said that somebody else did it.
So the friend,
Yeah,
I'm gonna put the graphic back up for anybody that's just tuning in. Scrolling trolling segment before we get the viral video of the day.
But he took the baby to a friend and tried to get rid of the bruises.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
friend snitched. That's what it sounds like.
Well, somebody snitched. I don't know if the friend did or not, but somehow the police got involved and questioned him about the bruises, and he lied and said that another family member did it.
Wow. Yeah, he tried to cover it up. I mean, like D said, that's abuse. A young man killed his entire family because he couldn't stay out late. Yeah, I mean, these unique situations, people gon' act out.
Not that unique. It happens a lot.
Like whether you're giving a kid a whooping or taking away a video game, if that kid just snaps up and snaps one day, we can't blame either form of punishment. But what we can, I don't know what to blame in those situations. I have no idea why a kid is snap and kill his whole family.
Yeah.
You know, but this situation is horrible. I wanted to share this because I was scrolling and trolling under my Instagram page and seeing this story. The people in the comments start tagging their mothers. This is what was funny to me. People in the comments was like, "Hey, Ma, look at this. There is no statute of limitations on the ass whoopings I got back when I was a kid, and now they want to bring their mother to court." I just don't think it's the best form of punishment. At times, you do gotta like be a little bit more stern with your children.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to tell anybody how to raise their kids, and don't take it as that. I just don't agree with the whole whooping aspect. That's just.
How old is your kid, Bobby?
I have one that's about to be 14, and then I have one that's 10.
Yeah, I do my son like this. Pop his ass in the forehead. The bitch ass down.
Yeah, but you know what? That's a heavy ass thumb, man. I mean, a heavy ass finger, man. You can't be doing that shit to nobody, man. That'll hurt me. I think that was it for scrolling and trolling today. I appreciate y'all for chiming in with that. I don't think D was able to really push her for or against out there all the way.
But I got something that deep in the chat that I want to get into.
For sure.
This is a great topic. So, wife gives her husband a pass to cheat after she gets caught cheating. The husband refuses to cheat back. Is he a real man or delusional?
Is he a real man or delusional?
For refusing to cheat back.
Yeah, it was a video, and I think he was, the delusion, I think, comes in on the video when he was saying stuff like, if I really want my marriage to work, I just have to forgive and not cheat back. Why retaliate? We just have to work on a marriage and trust that God will bring us through. This marriage is ordained by God, and we need to just do what's right, not, do wrong for wrong.
Do what's right would be getting your lick back. That would be doing what's right.
I wouldn't even try to get my leg back. I mean, I'm gonna get my leg back in the long run. But at this point, just leave the motherfucker. That's where I'm at with it. Just bounce.
So if you just bounce, what's the lick back in the long run? There's no long run. For me, if you dip off, like I said, once you cease to exist, you cease to exist. So
that's revenge and success.
That's the long run. You're right.
If she wants to be with another man, whether it was temporary or not, then leave her and then take your little grieving period. I always tell people when you do a breakup, get a little 30-day grieving period, and then
30 days, my ass.
30 days for what?
30 days for yourself. I think America needs a grieving period. We need to break up with the whole presidency thing.
No, the 30 days for myself was by the time it's over, it's been over.
No, I'm just saying, like, for me, whenever I break up with anything, I need just a 30-day buffer after the breakup, because what occurs is say for instance, this brother files for divorce for his wife, and then he jumps right into that dating scene immediately, finds somebody that he likes. He still have the remnants of that relationship on his back. That's still baggage to me. And she's going to be a rebound. He might have met the perfect woman, and she's going to be a rebound for him. And he might just not take her seriously, and she could have been like the perfect woman. Allow time for that grief.
Well, I feel like everybody's different. Like, I don't have a rebound period. I don't need a buffer. I don't need time to heal. By time it's over, I've been sick of your ass 90 days or longer. You know, it's a combination of shit. I don't really act too much on impulse or make rash decisions. So by the time it's over, I've made the decision, and I'm like, this shit is done, so, and I'm over it. I've mentally checked out. So
in those scenarios, I get it, but for him to like say for instance in his situation, and put the graphic back up, Morning Drivers. If you're just tuning in, it's 43 minutes after the hour. Right now, we unpacking this story. Wife gives her husband a pass to cheat after she gets caught cheating. The husband refuses to cheat back. Is he a real man, or is he delusional? And then my question is, or should he just leave her ass? So something like this happens abruptly, D. There is no 90 days of mentally checked out. Maybe it was for her, but not for him.
You're right.
So something like this happens abruptly, and now you want to say, all right, it's over with, and let me go have sex with all of these hoes, or let me go find me another woman because this ain't. I don't think this is a good idea.
I see what you're saying. I guess what I'm saying is, does it have to be that formal? Does it have to be, as a rule, if I abruptly break up with someone, I have a 90-day rule in which I will not entertain, the potential of a relationship, because I need a buffer. I need to breathe. I need to make sure I'm healed. No, like you said, if that perfect person comes, I don't want to miss out. I'm not going to withhold companionship. I'm not going to withhold the opportunity to meet, have fun. You said something about great sex. I'm not going to withhold any of that. I'm going to, whatever feels good and natural, I'm going to allow myself to do. And if that very first person I happen to date happens to be the best person for me, which is what happened with dude from the cafe, the very first person I met when I was done with the other person, in my mind, I met someone who was the right person for me, my life partner. What if I was like, oh, I need time to heal? I would have missed my person. You see what I'm saying?
I get what
my person.
I understand.
I wouldn't even know y'all. We wouldn't be here today.
It's different strokes for different folks, but in my opinion, I think that men deal with breakups a lot different than our counterparts do, than women do. Women,
that's fact. Yes.
Women, y'all are very, very, and I hate to say this, emotional, but this is a good thing. This is a positive thing, because y'all might cry on a pillow for 2 days, but on day 3, you rise again like Jesus Christ himself.
But why are you so emotional then?
Men, on the other hand, aren't emotional. When they first deal with a breakup, that first week is, I'm free. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I'm about to act like Beans the comedian. I'm about to do a lot of shit for that first week. And then once that week go by and you realize that these streets ain't what you thought they were.
I don't really like stereotypes because everybody is different.
Piece of ass.
Will Hill.
Hey, Will. Yeah, I mean, I would say many people, everybody's different. I don't really like the stereotypes. I don't like women are emotional, or when men break up, this is what they do. Every single body is different. It's a lot of things. Oh, I would never do this and that until you do. It's just too much, and people are too unique, and situations are too unique to make these broad blanketed statements. There are men who cry into their pillow, not even the first 3 days, but the next 3 years. Okay. Into their pillows, into my ear, into everyone's ear who will listen and never get over it. And or they become very bitter, very abusive. They start podcasts, not you, Beans. I'm just saying people. You know what I mean? Then there are women like me. I've been called, I said I wasn't gonna be using this type of language, but I get called the nigga all the time because honestly, it's a breakup. I've moved on. Let's just say that. I'm good. I'm not crying to a pillow. My life has not ceased to exist. I'm good. I got so many other things going on in my life. I'm not crying to a pillow, not a single night. Not a one.
Like I've always said on this show, D, you are a unicorn.
It's not just me. That's the thing.
Have a great day, dude from the cafe.
It's not just me. I'm not the unicorn. You know, I am wonderful. I get that. Thank you. But it's not just me.
No, I understand. What you're saying.
Hey, this is what I say for the dude that you say that cried in pillow for 3 years.
Pretty lengthy. That's a pretty lengthy amount of time to be crying.
But it's a lot. It's a lot. That's not a unicorn. It's a lot of guys out there like that. A lot.
No,
and they're stalking. They're killing the baby mamas. They're doing all sorts of stuff, which is another reason why I hate when y'all call the women emotional. Okay, because the dudes out here killing and stalking. That's very emotional.
With the men, it's a delayed emotion. And I'm not saying men aren't emotional.
No, it's not.
That first week is bravado. That first week is all bravado. They with their homeboys. Yeah, I had to let her go, man. Yeah, it just wasn't working out.
But they go home and cry. Is what I'm trying to tell you. You see the bravado in the barbershop and at the bar. Okay, when on the way to the bar and on the way home and at home, they're crying. They're calling their cousins. I'm the one girl cousin. Okay. In a sea of boy family members. They're calling their cousins, they're calling their homegirls, and the one homie they can trust.
And the ex.
The ex. They're calling the exes. I'm an ex. That I'm cool with all my exes, I told you, right?
Going through the Holodeck, trying to see what.
No. We're not calling the ex to get with them, but just, and didn't she, crying in the phone. So the bravado exterior to the homeboys, but they're truly crying and emotional from day one.
I can honestly say I've never had an ex that I was upset that we broke up or cried that we broke up or anything like that.
Come on, bro.
Never ever. I would say it was that
I can say didn't we just hold on? Didn't we just have that meme or we just talked about the meme that we can't stand? Miss D, as much as we like you, you can't tell men what men do. I absolutely can tell you what men do, because guess what? I deal with men. You're one man, Brian, you're one man, and you know what you as that one man does. I'm a woman who's dated many men, right? I know many men in my life. I've been married to 2 men in my life. So I have a different perspective with more than one man than you do. I see a far better perspective. And that's my argument on that meme that I can't stand. You as a man, I intimately have known more than one man. So I can definitely tell you what men do and how they act. I certainly can.
Everybody's situation.
Like I said,
and we can't discredit the narrative.
I ain't never.
Yeah, I heard the argument too.
Say that one more time.
The only woman I've ever cried over that left my life was my mama.
That's real.
Everybody else, I don't give a fuck about these hoes.
That's how I feel, and I'm a woman. That was the point of the whole conversation, is the stereotypes that women are this promotional and crying and emotion, blah, blah. I don't care about these hoes either.
Oh, DJ McAmill was in the comments saying that he basically just moved on, and I know I have a little bit of insight of his divorce and things like that. Hate to see anybody get a divorce, but usually when you get a divorce and it's in unison, where both parties agree, like, look, this ain't working out.
Yeah,
I get it if you could just move on from that, because behind the scenes it's been crumbling already. Like you said, you've already mentally checked out. You've already moved on, and now you just need to file some paperwork and get a new house. And brothers, get real divorces. Stop just moving out.
Right. Do the paperwork.
Do the paperwork.
And stop being petty. Just pay, the whole, well, I'm not filing. Pay the fee.
And to my white
mutual agreement, pay them little couple $100.
To my white brothers, I got one more announcement. To my white brothers, get a divorce. Stop killing your wife.
Yeah, we don't need no more Christian wives.
It ain't just the white ones. Okay, I ain't even gonna say that.
It's the ones I see on Investigation Discovery. T-Scales, not all men react. Let's put that back up before we get to the viral video, because we only got 8 minutes left in today's show. Not all men react the same. Not all women act the same. Not one size fits all, and there's always an exception to every rule. And that is true. That is true. I'm just speaking for me. If I'm in a relationship and I've invested time, energy, money, I done met your family, you done met my family. Now I got, and then also, ladies, when the relationship is over, stop going around that man family.
That is so weird to me. That is so weird to me. And so I'm gonna say this to you then, fellas. Talk to your mama and your grandmama and stop having them inviting your exes or letting them in the house.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's so weird to me.
Oh,
Who
God.
wants to go and hang out with your ex's family? That is just so bizarre.
Weird
Get
shit.
a life.
It's weird
Get a
shit.
life. Yeah.
Break up right. Start breaking up right.
We break up. We all break up. I don't want to see your family. Like, no.
If you have to do a press conference for your whole entire family and say, hey, we are all gathered here today to let y'all know that I'm no longer with her. And if y'all want to invite me over for Memorial Day, I bet not see her.
And when I break up with you, I'm breaking up with everybody. I'm breaking up with your cousin, your mama, your daddy, everybody is going to get a big fuck you, okay?
I'm deleting contacts on my way home. I'm deleting the contacts on my way home, for real.
And your kids.
And fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. I'm no longer a step nothing. I'm step nothing. Hey, took it to the morning drive 7 minutes before the hour, man. Hey, great conversation, D. Thank you so much for sharing that in the group chat. It really opened up a really good discussion. Hope y'all take heed to those breakup rules, and one size do not fit all. That's right, T-Scales.
And look, I got a couple videos I want to put out real quick.
All right, I got to cut out in like 6 minutes for show.
Yeah, they good. They ain't long. So the first video is just a recap from the Monday Night Bite. I put a little video, a little reel together. So if you haven't seen it, I want y'all to check it out.
Oh yeah. Darren's Cocktail Lounge.
Look, and see, that's some more Chicago shit. Because the second that nigga said that bullshit, her hands started going, he not saying he not.
Oh, this dope.
But no, I was so fucking thirsty, I ain't even think about the shit. I ain't even think all of it, you know what I mean? I ain't thinking all the way through.
You just randomly said the other day, like, hey, let me know if one of my homies ever tried to talk to you.
And I've been getting pussy like a motherfucker. I've been fucking.
Oh. Yes, God. Yes, God. Man, that's excellent, bro. Great job. You put that together?
Now,
Yeah. You know, I'm the video editor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Clap for yourself.
That's what I do.
Clap for yourself.
That's what I do, man.
Sally said that she ain't had no booty. She had a little booty on that one.
Hey, Sally booty on the back of a milk carton.
Well, she said she didn't have any booty, but I saw a little something on that footage. But I guess Beans know how to get the angles.
Yeah. Hey, Sally look like she holding a penny in that booty crack. Sorry, man. I talk shit, man. I know that's your meat. My bad.
Not as me.
Hey, yeah, we were talking about exes. Okay. So my next video is so I love pranks. I love pranking people. So there's a video I seen. The dude was getting fitted. I guess he in like a groomsman, party. They getting fit for tuxedos and shit, and it's just hilarious. So check this out.
Boy in here getting fitted for my wedding. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be a little slimmer by then, though. A little bit slimmer. I lose some of this. I get this 188 down to.
All right,
you want to take this on back, try.
Hey yo! Oh my god! Hey yo!
Hey, look, that shit, damn. That
How you
shit
can change
is
your
fucking
clothes?
Hey, that shit is funny as fuck, man. Hey, look, let's get out of here, man. Listen, tonight, once again, check out the Two Taste Comedy Show, man. Once again, featuring Bobby Wright, Pretty Skinny, big comedian, and Brandon King, live tonight at Riddle's Comedy Club. Doors open at 7. Short time start at 8. Once again, you can grab them tickets at riddle.com and Eventbrite.
Also, D, what's going on at Urban Lost Cafe? It's Monday at Urban Lost Cafe.
Yeah, well, it's our Monday, but today's Wednesday, which means comedy karaoke with comedian Lero, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we're gonna have a good time. Karaoke, you can sing, you can rap. It's great foods we have there. Good coffee and drink recipes, and the best ice cream in the tri-state area.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
And we do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something like that every time though. Like every week, just put something out like that, cause that it didn't take no time to do that either.
No, you did a good job with that, Baines. Definitely a great show. Man, that was a lot to unpack today. I might have to go back and watch this show tonight just to see exactly what everybody said. The dog over there doing whatever Megan Thee Stallion was doing in that car.
I know you. I don't know what he smells the smoothie. So he wants it.
I am uncomfortable, and you will be hearing from my lawyer. Okay,
you will. Top dog.
Okay.
Top dog.
Man, we appreciate.
I do got to cut out though. Definitely appreciate taking us out, Biz.
We appreciate everybody for watching and tuning in to the Morning Drive, watching on YouTube or Facebook. Make sure that you are subscribed and like and share the show with all your friends. Be right, Deluxe. I'm Ben's Comedian. We'll be right back tomorrow. Same time, same place. BBD, we out.
Peace and love.
No intro music.